Welcome back to 5410 Africa, the channel that helps you travel Africa. Today I'm taking on an epic solo adventure to one of Namibia's most remote and breathtaking locations, Epupa Falls. I'm driving solo in my trusty 4x4 Frank the Tank, navigating through the challenging roads of Goukoland. This is going to be a journey filled with incredible scenery, fascinating encounters, and of course, plenty of off-road excitement. This is exactly the shot I was hoping, the opening shot I was hoping for in this video. For those of you that's been here, you know you drive down from Ruacana town down into the valley, and that's the view. That's Angola on the other side. That's the catchment dam for the Ruacana hydroelectric plant. And that's our video for this. That's it, we're done now. In this video we'll be going from Ruacana to Epupa Falls, doing the scenic road. We'll camp for 2 nights at Camp Cornie. We'll do two nights at Omarunga Camp in Epupa Falls. I'm hoping to show you not only the scenery, which is amazing, I'm also want to show you the spot where Frank and I ran into some trouble previously. I'm hoping to squeeze in a Himba village tour. And then finally, obviously, I'll show you the Epupa Falls. This is that same road, just a few kilometers down the line. You can see it takes you all the way down into the valley. That's it, running up here or down there. You can see the Kunene River. That's the border between Namibia and Angola. You see Frank on this side, on the left, and just above Frank, you see a gravel road going out. That's where we're going. I think I'm going to stop at the top there and just give you another perspective. Unfortunately, this will be the best that I'll be able to get the shot because the sun is almost... well, it is from the front, but yeah, you can see the Kunene River at the bottom. You can see the on top there, the hydroelectric plant, and you see the road that we came down with on the right hand side. I'm now making my way along the Kunene River towards Camp Cornie. It's a 110-kilometer stretch of pure Namibian beauty with epic scenery at every turn. The landscape here is absolutely stunning. From rugged mountains to the lush riverbanks, it's hard not to stop every few minutes to take it all in. The Kunene River stretches over 1,000 kilometers, forming a natural border between Namibia and Angola. Its waters sustain life in this arid region, creating a lush green corridor that contrasts beautifully with the rugged dry landscapes of Goukoland. This area is part of the larger Kunene region, known for its diverse wildlife, unique geology and rich cultural heritage. The Himba people, one of Namibia's most well-known indigenous groups, have called this region home for centuries. The Himba are semi-nomadic pastoralists, famous for their distinctive appearance, with women covering their skin with a mixture of butterfat and ochre to protect against the harsh sun. Remember to ask and pay before filming the local tribes, or they might not be as welcoming. As I drive, I'm passing through some of the most remote and untouched areas of Namibia. This part of the country is less traveled, offering a sense of solitude and connection with nature that is hard to find anywhere else. The road itself is a mix of gravel and dirt, with the occasional rocky sections, making a 4x4 the preferred choice for navigating this terrain. On the way to Camp Cornie, I'm treated to some incredible views of the surrounding landscape. The Kunene River meanders through rocky gorges and past towering cliffs, creating a dramatic backdrop for this journey. As I get closer to Camp Cornie, the scenery begins to change slightly. The river banks become more lush and green, with palm trees and other vegetation providing a welcome contrast to the rocky hills. It's easy to see why this area is a hidden gem for those seeking adventure
and natural beauty off the beaten path. Finally, after a full day of driving and exploring, I've arrived at Camp Cornie. And wow, I wasn't expecting this. The camp has undergone some major changes under new ownership and is looking incredible.
Let me just put this away and say, wow, what an amazing day. What an amazing drive. This is exactly why I do this. I really do hope the footage does it justice. It's just spectacular. Hear that noise? That's the river. The road, it was good up until Kunene River Lodge. Then it all went to pieces. Yeah, it's good bad. It's not bad all the way. You can still manage a decent speed. With regards to 4x4, I didn't use it, like I mentioned earlier. If you feel more confident driving 4x4, of course do it. There's no one, I'm not telling you can't do it. I'm a cheapskate, I'm trying to save a bit of fuel. There's definitely those hills, those steep hills, and there's a lot of them, where 4x4 with some loose gravel and stones on top, definitely 4x4 is going to help you there. And then Camp Cornie looks amazing. It looks beautiful. It's under new ownership. I don't know when's the last time you've been here, but please stop here and stay a night because it looks amazing. I'm going to dedicate tomorrow to a little tour of Camp Cornie. It looks spectacular. Honestly, it does.
First up, the new lounge and bar area. This place is perfect for unwinding after a long day on the road. The decor is modern yet cozy, and I'm loving the relaxed vibe. And just over here, a brand new swimming pool. It's the perfect spot to cool off and relax, especially with these views. And for those of us who need to stay connected, they've got super fast Wi-Fi, something you don't often find in such remote locations. The campsites here are right on the banks of the Kunene River, offering spectacular views. Waking up to the sound of the river and these panoramic vistas is going to be something special. Camp Cornie has really impressed me. It's the perfect blend of comfort and natural beauty, and it's the ideal stopover when exploring this incredible region. I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings as I continue my journey along the Kunene River.
This is where things went wrong last time. I was parked more to the left. Arrived the morning, parked on the left. There was lots of water, obviously lots of water coming down. And I stood there maybe 2, 3, 4 hours. First thing that happened was 2 Himba boys came down this side with their goats. They crossed. The goats that refused to cross, they picked up and walked them through. So I walked it twice. It was fine. It didn't even get to my knees. And then after that, I waited again. 2 Land Cruisers came from this side. Whoop, 1, 2, crossed, no problems. I waited again, about half an hour. Started from that side, came down the track, probably halfway. And I think what probably went wrong is I went off the track and got stuck. Hindsight, I think I didn't have enough momentum. Come on, fly. People telling me maybe I should have gone down more on my tires pressure. The other thing I could have done is, like I do in sand, when I feel I'm getting stuck, is stop and assess. That's one big mistake I've now in hindsight realized. I should just have, as soon as I realized I got stuck, just stopped, because the engine was still running. The car wasn't flooded. It was, I mean, the water didn't even go across the tires, the top of the tires. And just got out and see, am I still sinking? If not, okay, I'm stuck. Relax, keep the engine running and wait for help. But I think by trying to get myself out, the right side went deeper and deeper and deeper. And as it got deeper, the water level inside the car and across the engine got higher. And that's what eventually killed the engine. Yeah, otherwise I could just have left it on idle until help arrived.
After an amazing night here at Camp Cornie, it's time to continue my journey. Today I'm heading to the legendary Epupa Falls, just 35 kilometers away. It's a short drive, but with the stunning scenery along the way, I know I'll be making plenty of stops.
Okay, so I just parked next to the road, and this is something that I wanted to show you guys. I don't know, for those of you that are pretty observant, I've noticed that some of these palm trees have their heads chopped off. See how their heads are gone? And they've got little sticks running down the side or up the side. This is the Himba milking the trees or milking the palms for palm wine. So they use the little sticks for access. They build a little ladder up, then they chop off the head, and I believe they put a little bucket there, and that collects the what's we call it, sap. It's like this white milky sap that comes to the top. That contains a natural yeast which then ferments and gets you high. Anything to get high. The bad thing about this is, one, climbing up that tree when you're drunk and you fall and you die, and the second thing is it kills the palm. So I believe this has been outlawed, but if you're observant, very observant, you'll see them all along the road dead. Yeah, it's like a skeleton coast.
This stretch of road is incredible. Every few kilometers there's something new to see. The landscape here is so varied, from rocky cliffs to lush riverbanks. I've been stopping frequently just to take it all in and capture as much as I can.
This will be our last stop before we get to Epupa. Where am I? It's an iconic little hill as you come in and out of Epupa Falls. So this is going back. We've got this beautiful view of the river in the background. This is where you'll most likely take your first picture coming onto this road. And then if I take the camera that way, that's Epupa Falls down there.
And here we are arriving in the small dusty village of Epupa near the Epupa Falls. It's a bit of a hidden gem out here in the wilderness, and it feels like you've truly reached the edge of the world.
Welcome to Omarunga campsite, Epupa Falls. No, we didn't just arrive. We're actually on our way out. Last night I reviewed the footage, and the camera was focused on Frank the whole time and not me. Frank trying to be the star. Know your place, Frank. I'm the one getting paid the big bucks. So yeah, I had to redo it quickly this morning. Lovely 2 nights here. When I arrived, it was packed. Every site was full. In the end, it was only this one in front of me that I guess people booked but didn't show up. So that meant I got relegated to the second row, which is still fine. No river view from, well, I can still see the river, but not right on the river. What I like is that you, even though you're quite remote, you still have electricity, you have drinkable water, which means you don't have to worry about that. What I didn't like is you pay $300 Namibian per night, you still share ablutions, you don't have a place to do your dishes. I think I'm just spoiled. But just a note, you do have good cell phone signal, and you get a little bit of Wi-Fi, capped Wi-Fi, so you can at least check your emails, stay in contact with people. What I want to get to, or why we are here, is obviously Epupa Falls, and for this location is perfect. It's like a few minutes walk. All you need to do is go to the gate, walk straight to the gate. Once you're outside, turn right, walk straight down. Once you get to the corner, turn right. And if you follow my directions, you'll end up here at the old parking lot next to the Epupa Falls. From here you've got 3 options. You can take the track on the right, which goes directly to the falls. There's no charge, and you can explore it in your own time, in your own pace, keeping in mind the locals use it to do laundry, to wash and to bathe.
Welcome to Epupa Falls, one of Namibia's most spectacular natural wonders. The falls are located, as you should realize by now, on the Kunene River, right on the border between Namibia and Angola. The name Epupa comes from the Herero language, meaning foam, which perfectly describes the frothy white water as it tumbles over the rocks. Epupa Falls is not just one waterfall, but a series of cascades that stretch across nearly 500 meters. The highest drop is around 37 meters, or about 121 feet, creating a breathtaking sight as the water plunges into the rocky gorge below. The sound of the falls is mesmerizing, both powerful and calming, a constant reminder of the river's strength. One of the unique aspects of Epupa Falls is how untouched and remote it feels. Unlike many famous waterfalls around the world, Epupa hasn't been heavily developed for tourism. This gives visitors a chance to experience the falls in a more natural and intimate way without the crowds and commercialization found elsewhere.
Second option is this little track that runs behind me. It goes to the big baobab, and from there it follows the river downstream from the falls. There is various viewpoints, and if you're feeling extremely adventurous, you can take it all the way. I think it's about 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers to the Epupa beach. Yes, there's a beach down there. I've been there. It's gorgeous. Just don't swim because there's crocodiles and the current's quite strong. And then finally, oh, there's little kids. And then finally, you can take a hike up to the top of this little hill. There's a viewpoint. They are going to charge you, it's either 40 or 50 Namibian dollars. I'll confirm that. And if you're not feeling that adventurous, you can just take your vehicle and drive up. I can confirm that it is 50 Namibian dollars per person, which is absolutely worth it in my opinion. I did just do the hike just before coming up here. I did the hike next to the hill or mountain which follows the river downstream from the falls. That is good. This is better. I understand that if you're a family of 5 or 6 it might be a bit expensive, but in my opinion worth it. I also found out that they do camping here. It's basic wild camping. You're gonna have to bring everything yourself, but imagine waking up in the morning to this, and remember that's east, so the sun is going to come up right in front of you. Spectacular. This is not spectacular, this is special. It's one of those special, and if I had known this, I probably would have done a night here. It's really special. And that's it for the video. I'm going to sit down and enjoy sunset. I hope you have an amazing day. Until next time, stay adventurous.